Now, the Yoruba Council Worldwide, the YCW, the apex umbrella body representing all Yoruba indigenous people globally, has issued a passionate appeal for peace and unity following the recent public disagreement between the Alaafin of Oyo and the Ooni of Ife, two of the most revered monarchs in Yorubaland. Our global president, Yoruba Council Worldwide, Oladotun Hassan, joins us now to speak more on this. Mr. Hassan, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. We'd like to know, what are the long-term implications of such disagreements between traditional institutions on Yoruba cultural unity?
Well, we have to look at it from the prism of ancient history, of conflict, of invasion, of territory bombardment, and that has been the history of Yoruba from the old Oyo Empire. But we have to look at it from the prism of the recent happenings. And that is why the Yoruba Council Worldwide will not want to join issues, but rather want to come on the line of peace building and harmonious relationship between the Alaafin of Oyo and the Ooni of Ife. By history, the historical base have placed the stool of the Ooni of Ife as the overlord for the entire Yoruba race. And that is why they always say Ile-Ife is the orisun for all Yoruba indigenous people, meaning that is our heritage, that is our source for all Yoruba indigenous people, including the Oyo Alaafin, because the heritage progenitor of the Oyo people are the Oronyo, and the Oromiyan is one of the grandchild of Oduduwa. And Oduduwa, in his imperial position, is the head of Ile-Ife. And Ile-Ife, by virtue of where we are from today, there ought not to be the conflict of the authority of Oni not spanning the entire Yoruba race, which is a locus that all Yoruba indigenous Oba registered in their hearts. It need not be seen that there is a law guiding that process within the confines of State Traditional Council of Obas, which place every traditional institution within their state domain. Oyo is placed under the Oyo State Council of Obas and Chiefs. Ooni of Ife is the head within the Osun State Traditional Council of Chiefs. He is also the chairman of all Yoruba Obas Council. The Southern Traditional, maybe Rulers Council of Nigeria is the head, and is the chairman of National Council of Traditional Rulers in Nigeria, who were
Mr. Hassan
chair the same position with the Sultan of Sokoto. So for us, we wouldn't want to go deeper into that conflict, but rather calling on all Yoruba leaders of thought to come together. Let
Mr.
us
Hassan,
rally up.
Mr. Hassan, now noting this clarification on heritage, one has to ask if the Yoruba Council has engaged with other Yoruba royal houses and elders on the matter as regarding the Afenifere or the Yoruba Elders Council in addressing the issues. Have you?
Yes, we have reached out to leaders of thought. This is an issue we've been working on for some time now. We have come up with what we call the Yoruba Obas Conference. We have hosted the first edition last November in order to forestall this kind of issue. If we recall, this crisis started with the former Alaafin and the former Ooni of Ife. And that, we believe, with the era of a new dawn of young minds that have been installed from the Ooni Adeyeye Babatunde Ogunwusi Ojaja the First, which is the Ooni of Ife, and the Alaafin Abdulhakeem Owade, the Alaafin of Oyo, who are all within the bracket of 50 years. And we believe this is a new dawn. But regrettably, that statement from the spokesperson of Alaafin is ridiculous and uncalled for. You cannot issue a statement calling for ultimatum for a whole Ooni of Ife to retract. Even if there is an issue, it is expected that the Alaafin will write directly with his signature requesting for clarification, and not by that kind of fiat. So to us, What Bode Durojaye did is uncalled for, and that is why we have called on leaders of thought, and we are working towards that. We have identified some leaders in Yorubaland, from religious tenets to academia world to the traditional institutions, to come together beyond Afenifere and OPC.
Mr. Hassan, real quick, Mr. Hassan, we've run out of time, Mr. Hassan. Mr. Hassan, I don't know if you can hear me, but we've run out of time, but I really want to get something real quick. In noting the hierarchy that you have stated here, are there any measures to help, perhaps maybe even if these measures are punitive, that should be implemented in this case regarding the hierarchy and also the state of things currently?
Yes, in Yorubaland, we honor the virtue of Omoluabi ethos, and we respect mutuality as the symbol of authority. So what we believe can be done is for the Southern leaders, especially our governors, to rally around now and let us specify rules of engagement. Let us have a new resolution that will pass a verdict, a gazetted rule of engagement that will be signed by all of us. And that's what we are working on, so that this kind of conflict will not repeat itself again.
All right,
because all we want to discuss now is issue of agriculture, issue of security of life and property, though the conferment of Dr. Sanusi is most qualified as the Okolomo Odua of Yorubaland, as installed to be installed by the Ooni of Ife.
Mr. Hassan?
But in view of this kind of conflict is uncalled for, and it's something that needed to be resolved peacefully without any iota of doubt.
All right, then, Mr. Hassan, I want to say thank you very much for your expert opinion on the matters and clarification also, as well, and that very small history class there. Thank you very much, Mr. Hassan, for joining us this evening.